We're here on the first Raw on Netflix, where we kick things off with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And he has an announcement to make, which he says, "So, Los Angeles, California, what do you want to talk about? I know what you guys want to talk about. You guys want to talk about why the hell am I doing here, opening the first Monday Night Raw on Netflix. I'll tell you why. It's because I talked to Adam Pearce and transferred to Monday Night Raw momentarily, because I'll be hip-hopping over here and over on SmackDown Live." We then hear somebody saying, "Cody, turn around." Yep, there you go. Yep. It's Kevin Owens, but she says, "Cody." And Rhodes turns around and he says, "I also talked to Adam Pearce and transferred to Monday Night Raw as well. You thought you can just run away from me, Cody. But at the Royal Rumble, I will walk out with the Winged Eagle Championship and Undisputed Championship. Because all I have to do is climb the ladder without any shenanigans from referees." Where the referees stand. Cody replies, "Kevin, you had a lot of opportunities to beat me, like at Bash in Berlin, but you hesitated to powerbomb me on the apron because of my bad knee. You pushed me into the referee at Saturday Night's main event, then stunned me, but the ref was knocked out, so he couldn't count the pin. The ref got knocked out again. What did you do? You grabbed a chair. And maybe if you didn't grab that chair, I would have used it. Kevin, karma is real." And Kevin Owens is furious on the road that Rhodes has said, and gets jumped with an RKO from out of nowhere by Randy Orton. Randy Orton is back and KO is done. And while we had a return from Randy Orton, in this match there are no returns. There are no interferences. It's Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa for the Ulafala. And they have a stare down for a quick second, but Roman Reigns rolls to the outside of the ring to grab something. This is tribal combat. Anything can be used in this match. The only thing is that you must pinfall inside of the ring if you want to win the match. Solo has a light tube. Roman has a chair. Roman drops the chair and now using the light tube, tosses it into Solo Sikoa and takes him out with a headbutt. Reigns rolls out of the ring yet again. Now he's bringing out the big boys. The barbed wire baseball bat rolling in the ring and takes Solo out in the ribs, and now hitting him over and over again for consecutive strikes with the barbed wire baseball bat. And now Reigns ready to end things with a Superman punch, and it connects. And he's going yet again for yet another weapon. Reigns giving it all. He's not only trying to become and cement himself as the only tribal chief, but decimate Solo Sikoa. But that's not gonna happen because Solo has a hold of a steel chair as he's putting strikes over and over again, even in the head of Roman Reigns. Reigns can get a concussion from that, and now Solo now using a kendo stick and breaking it into pieces. Solo then connects a Samoan spike and Roman Reigns. Is that enough? Is Solo gonna cement himself as a tribal chief? No, Reigns kicks out. Solo rolls to the outside of the ring and he's grabbing a table and setting it right in front of the announcer's table. And Solo Sikoa is talking, "I'm not like what he's trying to think about," but no, it's Roman Reigns and he dives to the outside of the ring. Roman Reigns putting his body on the line just for the Ulafala. This is how much the Ulafala means to Roman Reigns and the Anoa'i family, as Reigns leaps off the top turnbuckle and splashes through Solo Sikoa through the table. We never see that from Roman Reigns, but he's doing this right now. This is for the Ulafala. This is to be the top of the food chain, as Solo Sikoa takes Reigns out of a DDT and leaps off with a double axe handle. Now Solo grabs Reigns, puts him up on the announcer's table, takes him with some strikes to the ribs, and leaps off from the top of the turnbuckle through the announcer's table. Roman Reigns is done. Solo Sikoa takes him to the ring and goes in the cover. Is this enough? Is Solo Sikoa gonna be the tribal chief? No. Roman Reigns kicks out. Solo Sikoa is furious. He's calling Reigns up on his feet. He's trying to go for the Samoan spike. No. Reigns counters. leaps off the ropes and takes Solo out with a spear. Reigns going in the cover. And Reigns is at the top of the food chain in the Ottawa family. And as we have an only child chief, we can only have one women's Intercontinental champion. As we're here in the closing moments of Dakota Kai to Lyra Valkyria, where we see Dakota Kai trying to go for the coast to coast big boots in the face, but no, Valkyria moves out of harm's way, takes her out of a spinning heel kick, and now Valkyria ready to end things as she's telling Dakota to get up on her feet as he takes her out with a Nightwing. Referee is in position, and Lyra Valkyria is the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. And the next match on the card is not about championships, it's about furious Drew McIntyre ready to end at each and every single Bloodline member that has teamed up with Roman Reigns or had anything to do with Roman Reigns, which we see Drew McIntyre and Jey Uso, where McIntyre is running away from Jey Uso like a coward until Uso takes McIntyre out with a super kick when McIntyre is feeling cocky and Uso finally laying some strikes, and Drew McIntyre takes him in the corner, now takes him some strikes in the corner, and McIntyre is seated in position for a hip attack from Jey Uso, and it connects into Drew McIntyre. Uso is on the top turnbuckle, leaps off for the Uso splash. No, McIntyre moves out of harm's way, takes him out with a Claymore kick, gets him in the cover, hook of the leg, referees in position, and McIntyre gets yet another victory over a Bloodline member. And he's not done just yet. He wants to put insult to injury in Jey Uso for a Claymore kick, but it's not one Claymore kick. He's going for yet another Claymore kick. And McIntyre's not done just yet. He rolls to the outside of the ring. He's getting a steel chair. And we see Sami Zayn sprinting down, ready to stop his vicious attack from Drew McIntyre, but he gets wiped off a chair shot under the head. We haven't seen that in decades. That chair shot has been banned from all the concussions that has been happening. But we're here on the first Raw on Netflix, where we see it yet again, where McIntyre is putting left and right into Sami Zayn, and rolls to the outside of the ring and says, 2 down, 3 more to go. Although the fans are worried about Jey Uso and Sami Zayn's state, it shifts into happiness as we see John Cena's return, and here on the first Raw on Netflix, where John Cena says, here in Los Angeles, California, marks the first day of the John Cena farewell tour, and I want to make this day special, so I will be making an open challenge to anybody in that locker room. So if you want some, come get some. Cena has just issued an open challenge, but who will accept it? And it's none other than Carmelo Hayes, which Carmelo Hayes says, I'm sick and tired of poor management by Nick Aldis over on SmackDown, getting matches with Braun Strowman, and decided why not talk to Adam Pearce and transfer here to Monday Night Raw and take on John Cena in his first match in his farewell tour on the first Raw on Netflix. And Melo, this match has begun, and it's a classic between John Cena and Carmelo Hayes. At one point in the match, Carmelo Hayes goes for a Twist the World Facebuster and is Cena, and he gets into the cover. But Cena kicks out, and Melo wants more. He wants to end this. And Melo and Cena are going back and forth right now. John Cena getting fired up with some shoulder tackles into Carmelo Hayes. This is vintage John Cena as Cena's ready to go for the 5-knuckle shuffle which Melo countered earlier, but this time around, Melo is not countering it as Cena connects the 5-knuckle shuffle and is ready to end things with an attitude adjustment. But Carmelo Hayes counters it and goes for a suplex, cutter, and a Cena. And this enough will Melo defeat John Cena in Cena's first match of his farewell tour. No, John Cena stays alive, and he barely kicks out. And Melo and John Cena have nothing left to do. They have no tank in them. They have no gas in the tank as they're laying strikes back and forth. The fans here in Los Angeles, California love it. Melo gets a better of a bicycle knee and then a 648 and on the top turnbuckle. Melo, no! John Cena catches him with an attitude adjustment midair, goes into the cover, and John Cena picks up the victory on his first match of his farewell tour. And as John Cena is celebrating, we see an unpredictable badass, an unpredictable move that nobody expected of a spear and a John Cena. But why, we don't know. We see Jimmy Uso backstage, where he spots Drew McIntyre. What Jimmy Uso says, he took out my brother, my best friend Sammy, and now I'm about to take you out and your stupid bloodline bounty hunting journey. Yeet. Jimmy Uso was ready to take out Drew McIntyre. He runs at him, but his knee lets out and gets taken out for a Claymore kick. And now McIntyre yet again going for some lefts and rights into Jimmy Uso, just like he did to Sami Zayn earlier in the night. And now McIntyre picking up a lifeless, a helpless Jimmy Uso to Jimmy Uso's car and takes him through the glass, the car window. Right through Jimmy Uso's car window. And now he's not done this yet. He's trying to add insult to injury into Jimmy Uso's arm now, using the car door and slamming it into the arm of Jimmy Uso. And now, no way, a future shock deity on the concrete. Jimmy Uso is wiped out. McIntyre says 3 down, 2 more to go. We then see a 1-second clip of Raquel Rodriguez wiped out and somebody walking past it. We don't know who though, we didn't get the face, but we're here in the Women's World Championship match between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Raquel Rodriguez wiped out. She's not going to interfere in this match. But Liv Morgan is scared of Rhea Ripley. She's running away. This might be the last time we see this match. All Morgan has to do is defeat Rhea Ripley. We see Carlito trying to sprint over the barricade, but he's stopped by none other than Damian Priest, as Priest is taking it in Carlito, and he picks him up and takes him through the table. And we then see JD McDonough running down, but Priest was ready for it, and he tosses a steel chair at him. And now using a steel chair over and over again at McDonough. And now Priest picking up JD McDonough and sending him with a powerbomb through another table. We then see Dirty Dom up on the stage. What is he looking to do? He's walking down. He's gonna stop yet again to turn around as he gets wiped out with a super kick by Damian Priest, as Priest picks up Dominic Mysterio and takes him out with a South of Heaven chokeslam on the stage. And the referee is distracted by all this. He's yelling at everything to stop. And Liv Morgan rolls to the outside of the ring, ready to grab something to beat Rhea Ripley with. And then she was stopped by somebody who thought she retired, who was back versus a woman who took out the Rodriguez backstage, and none other than the man Becky Lynch. And that leaves Rhea Ripley to Glock and Liv Morgan in a trap, in the prison trap, where Liv Morgan has nothing else to do other than tap out, and Mommy finally regains her Women's World Championship. We then see Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods backstage in the parking lot, where Xavier Woods says, "Now since we are in the parking lot where we aren't going to get booed out of the arena, we can say what we wanted to say." A couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, we didn't do anything to eat. All we said is that he would never be medically cleared, and that's a true fact that nobody should be mad about. Kofi then says, "Yeah, and if you guys want to continue to boo us, even though we've been carrying the tag team division ever since the prophecy was created in 2014, then it's alright. But it isn't going to change the fact that we are the greatest tag team in WWE history, and we're going to prove that by winning yet another tag team championship, because the last time I checked, we haven't won tag team gold since 2021. 1 year later, Biggie got hurt and left us, and we haven't won tag team gold since. So, Eric and Ivor, get ready, because we're coming for those world tag team championships." And while Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods sent a message to Eric and Ivor, we are here to witness one of the most violent matches in the history of WWE. In the main event of the first Raw on Netflix, and we kick things off with a brawl with CM Punk and Seth Rollins in this match. Like I said, this would be a fight. They said some very harmful words last week on Monday Night Raw, and we're here on the first Raw on Netflix, which CM Punk takes Rollins out, and Rollins kicks out, and Punk is ready to enter with his GTS and Seth Rollins, but Rollins gets Punk some elbows. These are vicious elbows. They're not just normal elbows, as Rollins now takes Punk out with a stomp right into the match. Once Rollins gets it in the cover, is that enough? No. Punk gets his hand on the bottom rope. And they're yet again brawling. This is a fight. This is as violent as it can get here on the first Raw on Netflix. And Rollins going for a pedigree, and it's CM Punk. They're pulling off all the moves they can on each other to defeat one another. But CM Punk stays alive as he kicks out at 2. And Rollins the Furious picks him up, ready to go for a stop, but no, Rollins gets caught by Punk. Punk takes him out for forearm, turns him around, and takes him out of a GTS. Punk gets him in the cover on a busted open Seth freaking Rollins. Is this enough to put Rollins away? No, Seth Rollins is still alive. How? We don't know, but Punk is going for the Icon of Vice and a busted wide open Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins may fade out. Rollins may fade. Rollins may fade. No, Rollins takes Punk with some knees, vicious knees in the back of the head. Getting out of the hole, we change our direction to the outside of the ring. Both men are busted open like we all expected in this violent match, as Rollins goes for a moonsault through the table to CM Punk. Rollins then sends Punk right back in the ring. Goes to the top turnbuckle and leaps off with a super stomp. Goes into the cover, hook of the leg, and Seth Rollins picks up the first victory of what will be many matches in this rivalry.